Today I do a project video, and I wasn't planning on doing a video for this, so I didn't start filming when I started the project, and then I thought halfway through maybe I should film this, and then I ran out of memory because I only have an 8 gig memory card and I spent too long filming useless stuff. What am I doing? I'm making a Festivus poll for a friend of mine, and the poll is just going to be desktop sized because I have to post it interstate, and large aluminum polls sort of expensive to freight around when you can get one locally, but I thought this would be a great novelty gift. For the uninitiated, Festivus is a holiday, and I'll just read from Wikipedia here. It's a holiday celebrated by those seeking an alternative to the commercialism and pressures of the Christmas holiday season. It was created by one of the writers of Seinfeld, Dan O'Keefe, and it's sort of become entrenched in culture a little bit. For example, if you do a Google search for Festivus, you'll see an aluminum pole adorning the left-hand side of the search results. So, my friend Alison, she really loves Seinfeld, so I'm hoping that this will be the perfect gift. And if not, well, she can air her grievances. One of the Festivus miracles of this is that I didn't break my machine, and without further ado, we shall dive into the story.
I probably should have a center in the back here, because I'm noticing that the cut lines are thinner at the end than they are at the front, and I'm also getting like bits of crappy chips that are just sticking to the work, and that's probably because of the technique that I'm using, where the compound angle is set parallel to the spindle axis, and every now and again just dial like 1 or 2 thou on the compound to help clear the back side of the, I don't even know if you can see that, to help clear the back side of the cutter. Probably time for some oily oil. And so, here we go. Whoops. So those last couple of passes, I wasn't even feeding in, I was just going and doing lots of spring passes. I think overall I'm generally happy with the concept. I just want to put a tailstock support in the back here, but because I've got the die, I may as well finish it off with the die. Fan of Seinfeld, and this is for a Festivus poll. This one's just going to be desktop sized. 2020 in hindsight, I could have threaded this end, but what I'm thinking about doing is putting this guy inside of here, and then drilling and tapping this lump of, I think it's 1214, drilling and tapping that for this thread as well, and I'll Loctite one end in somewhere. I'll probably Loctite it into the aluminium, and then maybe next year there'll be a second pole with just holes at each end, or maybe one hole and one thread, so it can act as an extension piece, and it can sort of gradually get built up. So I'll part it off, and we can call this part of it done, and I can then mount this in the 3-jaw and do something with it. Awesome. It's probably way more than necessary. So it's bottomed out inside there now. Just gonna put a fraction more torque on it, so that when the Loctite sets, it's set hardened up. There we go. So both ends are pretty manky, so that means I'm going to need to face them both. I got that twisting as you tighten the jaws trick from Stefan Gotteswinter, and I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologise if I mispronounced it. What it does is, as you tighten the jaws, and if you don't rotate it, the work may sit kind of crooked, whereas I'm hoping it's fairly no run out. I'm seeing a little bit of wobble, but that could also just be an optical illusion. It could be reflections. It could be almost anything. So I'm gonna face the front off this. Oh, it's not fantastic, but it'll do. Time to skim the outside edge and flip the part around and rinse, repeat, but add a drill rather than I guess you could call this a counter bore.